concept will be saying that virtual memory is making use of the concept called as the swapping. Now let us define what do you mean by the swapping. In the previous class we have discussed swapping is nothing but exchange of the process which takes place between two bits. That is, one is called as the disk or secondary storage and the main memory. Interchanging of the process which is taking place between back and forth. That is, once coming from this process is put back into the memory for execution. After the things is done, what we do it? We simply remove out that process. This is called as a swapping method, right? I have written the first P1 process is being entered into the memory. The direction is this side. What is it is indicating? It is swapping, means getting that process into the main memory. Once that process P1 is there into this for the execution, if it has done, what it will do? Obviously, if the work is done, we will be swapping it out, means removed out. When this process is removed out, means this memory gets frees up, right? That memory that frees up means what do we do? Again, we will bring back the next process to be swapped in. Next process is swapped in, that is P2 is given into this, right? In this way, the virtual memory is going to use the swapping concept in such a way that which process is needed, only that process is resided in the memory. Rest of all the processes were there in the disk itself. What the meaning of it? Okay. Now the one more point is describing like virtual memory is mainly used to maintain the entire image of the process into the disk storage. What is this entire image of this process in the disk storage means? I have pictorially represented here. What is it? This is our main memory, right? This is our secondary storage, where it is going to keep track of the entire image. Entire image means, let us consider P is our process, right? And this P has divided into some three sub-processes or three sub-programs. What are those? P1, P2, P3 are the part of this process program, right? It means that if I simply write it as P, it is going to copy the entire images of it because this is divided into further three sections. Therefore, the virtual image is going to keep track of all the images, all the entire images of that particular main page or main process. Right? Here I have written it as pages. Therefore, this all will be called as sub-pages. Got it? If I write it as a process, then these are called as a sub-program or sub-process. So, the entire images of all the processes, if P is 1, how many set of the sub-processes it is containing, means all that information is going to keep track of this into our main memory. This is what a virtual memory is mainly used for this purpose. Got it? And here, virtual memory we will be going to explain in two point of view, right? As a virtual memory is explained with respect to user view and the system view. What is user view here? User view. Users are the one who are using it, who are seeing it, or developers, or the programmers, or the end users. All are one and the same here, right? What is this user view here? I have written the programmer or the developer or the end users are relieved of trying to fit a program into a limited memory. What is the meaning of it? Normally in memory management, we will be using a memory allocation strategies. That is the technique, right? Which are those techniques we have been come across? Fragmentation we have used, segmentation we have studied, paging we have studied, right? What are all these things where each and every process are being stored in such a way that there should not be a loss of the memory takes place, right? User view, what we do it? Here the user is going to fit that process. For example, the process is having some 1000K of the storage capacity, right? And my memory allocated, my main memory capacity is of 1500K. Just consider, assume this as an example. My main memory is of capacity of 1500K and the process or the program which is having a capacity of 100K, right? It means that everyone can clearly indicate it. This process is going to fit into the main memory very easily because the process is less than that of the main memory, right? It can easily fit into it. This is what the user perspective. He is relieved from it. User what is depending upon his wish, depending upon his perspective. Perspective in the sense like depending upon his thinking. One user will not think similar to that of other user. The one who is thinking the same, what I am thinking, what the teacher is thinking may not have a same concept of the student, right? This is what his perspective, right? My perspective is that I have to fit that process into this main memory. Other may think that this process may not fit into that main memory. This is what the user perspective. In virtual memory, it is being relieved. Relieved in the sense it is free from that. Virtual memory in this user view where he is free from all the things to fit into the memory, right? Whereas in case of the system view, what is the system view? What is system view? User is depending upon his ideas, thinking, his perspective, he has been defined it. System view is already predefined, right? Predefined means what we do it here. Already the built-in things are there, right? Apart from that, I have said the one of the important factor for us, it is reducing the external fragmentation. Again, same thing, it has been repeated. What do you mean by that external fragmentation over here? The total memory capacity should be larger than that of the requested process, right? If the allocated memory size should be always more than that of the requested process, then only it is possible to fit. Otherwise, it will lead to loss of memory, right? Here it is 1000, 1500, now it is 1000, it easily fits. There is, though it is having a wastage of another 500 of the K gets wasted because our total memory capacity is 50, but the process is just 1000, means another 500 is getting wasted, right? This kind of things is possible. This kind of things which is not possible in virtual memory because it reduces the external fragmentation, right? This is what is user view and the system view. Is that clear?